class. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you, teacher?
I am fine. I am fine.
¿Qué tal, Flores, Jonathan?
I am very fine. Mr. Palacios, Andy.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Mr. Bosques. Welcome. Welcome to the class. Okay. Very good. Let's start working the class of today. Let's start working. Dylan Villalba. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. Listen for the instructions, please. Remember, for this class, you only listen, okay? When you want to participate in the class, you have to show your hand, okay? You have in the right part of your computer, you have the possibility to raise your hand, okay? You put raise your hand and I give you the microphone, okay? Along the class, during the class, you don't have microphone to speak, okay? Only listen, okay? As in every class, today we are going to start working. What is the first thing we do in the class? Pay too much attention. Remember, what do we do? In every class, we write the date of today. What is the date of today? What is the date of today? Today is, look, can you read? Not? Okay, I have my small board. In my small board, I have the date of today. Can you read? Not? Okay. But today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, March 31st. Remember please. 31st. Okay, the date of today is Tuesday, 31st, March, Tuesday, 31st, not 31, remember, not 31. In the dates, we use the ordinal numbers, not cardinal. We don't say March 31, not. In Spanish, we say 31. Not. In English, we say 31st, okay? In the dates, remember, you know this. In the dates, we say 31st, 30 or 30th, okay? The second day is March 2nd. Not, never. March 2, not. March 2nd. Okay. For today we have first the time. First, keep in mind we only have 30 minutes for this class, okay? Welcome to the best class. Welcome to the best class. Welcome to the best high school. What is the best class? English. English is the best class. Yes, English. Raise thumbs up, okay? English is the best class. The best class for the best students in the best high school. Okay. For today, we are going to continue working with the present perfect. Present perfect continuous, okay? But today we are going to do the questions. In the last class, we talked about the affirmative form and the negative form. Remember? Today we are going to work in the questions, to make questions, but the two forms of questions. When we can answer yes, no questions. When we say yes, no, remember? And today we do the interrogative form, okay? You are going to see, first, you are going to watch a video. Let's watch the video about the explanation about the interrogative form, okay? Don't forget, keep in mind that the perfect tenses use have, had. Okay, let's go with the video. Ya no se cargó. Okay, let's wait. Today, a lot of people is using the internet. That is the reason, because we have to wait a few seconds, no more. Hello, Luisa, how are you? Bien. Tercero.
Lindo negro. Un besito donde se escucha. Pues, que te mandas el link para que revise.
Y ahí déjales nomás.
Eso te decía yo. No.
Ciérrales nomás. Okay, let's continue. You had a small introduction for the present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive. You remember is the same. The two names, present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive. Okay, you have the link to see again, to watch the video again at home. You have the link in classroom. You can repeat this video. Okay, let's continue. You remember I told you we have in simple present, in any other tense, we have yes, no questions. What are the yes, no questions? The yes, no questions are the questions that you can answer yes. Okay, yes, comma, remember the comma. Yes, yes, I do, for example. Yes, I am. The yes, no questions. The yes, no questions are the questions that we can answer with yes or no, okay? Yes or no. Now, we are going to remember, and we are going to learn how to do information questions. What are the information questions? The information questions are the questions that you cannot, never, you cannot answer with yes or no, never. Information questions are the questions that ask for information, piden información, preguntan algo que no sabemos, ¿ok? Si yo no sé algo, pregunto, ¿ok? The information questions we never, remember, never answer with yes or no, ¿ok? All the time we have separated information questions here and yes, no questions in the other side. Two different. They are very different, okay? The information questions, what are the information questions? The information questions are the questions that ask for information, okay? Ask for something I don't know. The information that we need, okay? Okay, the information questions are very interesting because they use information words, palabras de información. What are the information words? The information words have other name. What is the other name for information questions? WH words. WH words are the other name for information questions. Why? Why information? Because they help us to ask about specific information, okay? Why I say specific? Because every information word asks about something different, okay? We are going to see the slides and to understand better this part, okay? Look at, listen, you can listen to me and okay, the first part is informative part, the name of the high school, the best high school, remember. Colegio Técnico Ecuador this school year, the academic area, Lengua Extranjera or English for you. For you is English. The teacher, me, licenciada Jimena Brito. This is the information for the third year, the third course of baccalaureate, okay? With the date, okay, is not, okay. What is the skill? The skill is to know about the present progressive, focus on the questions. But what are the most important parts that I want you to learn today is about the information words, okay? The information words. What are the topics for today? Present perfect progressive. Remind the have or has that are the auxiliary verbs. Remember, auxiliary verbs. First, watch the video, but it not. And the explanation about the questions, okay? Remember, the affirmative form of the present perfect continuous or progressive, the affirmative, remember, we always have the subject, the auxiliary have or has, okay? It depends on the subject, okay? Look at, we only use has for the third persons, he, she, or it. And always the past participle of the verb been. We need in all continuous tenses, we all the time, always we need the to be verb, okay? And something important is the part that we have yellow in this at the end of the verb. We need to add ing, the ing form for progressive. Okay, remember, have, because it is progressive, been, the past participle of the verb be. Be is necessary for present progressive or past progressive. All the progressive tenses need the verb to be. In this case, is the past participle because it is perfect. And we say have been, and the gerund. The name, the grammatical name of this form of the verb is gerund, okay? The ing form of the verbs, the conjugation, the interrogative form. How can we do yes, no questions? This kind of sentences we can answer with yes or no. Have I been waiting? Yes, I have. Remember, have I been waiting for the bus? Yes, I have. Have you? Have you been waiting? Yes, I have. Okay? Yes and no. But what do we do to do? What do we use to do the information questions? We need the information words, which are, ¿cuáles son? Which are the information words, the words that I have already told you about. The information or WH words, okay? WH words. Why? ¿Por qué? Why WH words? ¿Por qué WH? ¿Por qué palabras WH? Because, porque all of them are structured. They have the structure with W and H. Look at what, who. They have WH, okay? And let's practice what, who, when, how, where. As I told you that every word has one specific information. They help us to ask specific information, something about specific, okay? We cannot use any one of them. We have to use the specific word, the specific information word, okay? The information questions we do in this way. How can we do the information questions? Of course, por supuesto. Of course, using the information words, okay? Let's practice a little bit. Let's practice. Let's speak a little bit in Spanish, okay? What? We use what to ask about things, para preguntar acerca de cosas. What is the meaning of what? Remember, please. Where? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? We ask about places, lugares. We ask about places, okay? Who? We use who to talk about people. People. Why? Why? We used to ask about reasons. Para preguntar por qué. ¿Por qué? And how? Pregunto cómo. ¿Ok? ¿Cómo? With third persons. With third persons. Mire, what is the difference between the information questions? In this part, the difference is the auxiliary verb. What is the auxiliary verb? Have or has, okay? Have or has. For example, what has she been waiting? ¿Qué ha estado ella esperando? That is the difference. Ha estado esperando. Si nosotros queremos decir ha estado, we have to use has been, okay? And esperando, comiendo, waiting, eating, with the ending with ing. Remember, what has she been waiting? Been, not be. The past participle. What has she been waiting? Waiting with the, what is the name of this form? I told you. I told you. What is the name? Gerund, the gerund form. What is the name when we add ing to the end of the verbs? Is the gerund verb, la forma de gerundio, okay? What are the activities in the class? Watch the video and I give you the link to repeat at home. You can watch the video at home. And it is about the present progressive interrogative form. It talks about the information and yes, no questions. Yes, no questions. Okay, remember, what is the difference between? What is the difference between entre las dos? What is the difference? The difference between yes, no questions and information questions. What is the difference? The difference is what? The answer. We can answer yes, no questions with yes or no. And the information questions, we answer with the information that they ask, okay? Let's see a little, let's do more examples, okay? Let's do more examples. We are going to work with your book, okay? With your book. In your book, you have a magic page. You have a magic page. Please open your book on page number 32. You remember what is? In every class, I have told you this is the magic page because we use for every structure that we do. Okay. In this case, we are going to use the exercise number 30. You can help me. You are going to change. You are going to change. You remember in your English book, okay? We are going to work orally. We are going to work orally. I give you the microphone and you say, for example, the number one. The number one says drive a truck. You have to change it, okay? You have to change into present perfect progressive interrogative form, okay? One, yes, no question, and other person do the information question with the same sentence, okay? Let's work. Mr. Please. Dylan Molina, can you help us? Please. Dylan Molina. The number one, drive a truck. Information, no, yes, no question. Okay, for you, Dylan, yes, no question. No, you don't have microphone? No, okay, Dylan Villalba, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, Dylan. Yes, no question in present perfect progressive. Okay.
Dicen es que me olvidé el libro en el...
Oh, you don't have book. Okay, try to say that in English. Thank you, Dylan. No problem. No problem. Mr. Buñay, David Buñay. Here, okay. David. Yes, no question. Mr. Buñay, David. I can't hear you. Are you speaking? David, you don't have microphone? Your microphone is activated. Okay, you have one problem with your microphone. I am watching you. Dennis Arango? Okay, thank you, Dennis. No? Okay. No? Okay, you have one problem, so. Okay. Okay, raise your hand. Mr. Salas. Okay, George. Thank you. George, where you are? Jorge Salas. Jorge Salas. Okay, Anita Rojas is near. Anita, the yes, no question. Okay, Anita. We are listening to you, Anita. Okay, I hear you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Salas. Thank you. Thanks, as always. Okay, Mr. Salas. Okay, we can hear you. Now, George, the yes, no question.
Have you
No, yes,
been
no.
driving?
Okay, George. I listen to you. Okay. You can.
Have you been driving a truck?
Okay, excellent. Remember, you have to give the subject, and the number one is drive a truck. Have you been driving a truck? Remember the questions. Truck. You remember? Have you been driving a truck? The racing intonation. Remember the questions with and racing, subiendo, racing intonation in the questions. Okay, George, please help us with anyone with information question, okay? Thank you, George.
Where?
Where? Okay, George, continue. Where have you been?
Have you been a truck?
Okay, correct. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Salas. George Salas, Jorge Salas, tercero C. Yes, of course. Very good. Thanks. The number one, where have you been driving? Where, remember, where have you been driving a truck? Truck, remember, for questions, we have racing intonation. The intonation ups, okay? Other, Mr. Palacios, the number two, buy an airplane. Buy an airplane. Andy Palacios del tercero B, where you are? No te escucho. ¿No? No, no te puedo escuchar. Mr. Obando, Jonathan Obando. Okay. Your information question, please. The number two. Buy an airplane. Ok, pues, a ver quién está alzando la mano. Yo le doy la palabra. Ok. It's your turn. Mr. Ajala, Ricardo Ajala. Thank you, Mr. Ajala. Okay, you have audio. No te escucho. ¿Alguien más alzaba la mano? Mr. Ajala, you were raising your hand. Mr. Ajala, okay, It's your turn. It's your turn. You can do it. No? No, I don't want to listen to music. No. Okay. Ricardo Jala, you are here. No? No te puedo escuchar. Okay. Let's continue. The number 3. Raise your hand. Mateo Valdivieso. Mateo Valdivieso. It's for you the example. Mateo Valdivieso. Okay, but Mateo, the information question, please.
With how?
Okay, with how? You can do it.
How you buy a car?
No. And you forget been, and you forget the ing.
Oh.
Repeat, Mateo. Repeat it. Mateo.
With how you been?
Been. Remember, E, in English, E, okay? Double, 2 veces la E, pronuncio I. Recuerden la carita que yo les dibujo en el pizarrón. I, pronuncio I. O, pronuncio U. En la mayoría de palabras, con las excepciones, por ejemplo, door, ¿no es cierto? O, digo door, solo en puerta. Okay, Mateo, I listen to you. Your example.
Okay. With how you been buying a car?
How? Okay, excellent. How you been driving a truck? Mateo, the number 2 is your example. The number 2, buy an airplane. Buy an airplane. Okay, let's continue working, please. I see, let me see the hands up. Hands up. Mr. Anthony Maldonado. Mr. Maldonado. Anthony Maldonado. Third B, del tercero B. Anthony Maldonado, the number 3, please exercise number 3 in your book. Let's use your book. Anthony?
Yes, no question or WH question?
Both, okay? Both, one and one.
First, yes, no question. Has
Okay.
she been read that book?
Read, remember, reading, ing. Repeat, please, Anthony.
Okay. Has she been reading that book?
Okay. Has she been reading that book? Remember, raising intonation for questions. Raising intonation. Okay, that's good, Anthony. The other, please, information question.
WH question is,
Okay.
how many times has she been reading that book?
Okay, excellent. How many times? ¿Cuántas veces? How many times? Continue. Has
she been reading that book?
Okay, excellent. How many times has she been reading that book? Okay, that's good, excellent. Other, hands up, other